every move you make should bring you to a place where you can go up in life. So many people making moves where they go down in life. Let's keep it real. If you're not moving at all, you're not going up and you're not going down, you're going down.
Welcome to the Ear Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Roderick Grant. We're here to talk about this guy over here, Grant Cardone, the sales guru. He's giving about, what, $100,000, $1 million? Is it, Marcus? You can talk from over there.
Yep, $1 million.
$1 million.
By the end of the year.
By the end of this year. So I guess this is a little competition he has going on, and it's kind of ironic that he's having a little bit of a competition because the dude says he doesn't believe in competition.
Do not try the competition thing. It's overrated and it doesn't work.
So I went online and I went on some videos and I saw some people posting, you know, the little rinky-dink, hey, Grant Cardone, give me $100,000.
Whack.
Listen, you guys read the book, hold this up, Messer, 10X, the 10X rule. So when you had your idea to use your cell phone in portrait mode, you should have 10X that idea. You should have done some research. And what did I do? We got a podcast going on.
Win!
And it's going to be about 6 episodes of this podcast coming out, all on this one man, Grant Cardone. He gave us a couple titles, and the one title that we're going to be using is what, Marcus?
Is Grant Cardone the real deal or a scam?
Is Grant Cardone the real deal or a scam? So you guys hear about me a lot. I mean, I do stuff in business. I love business tycoons. I love monopolies, duopolies. I love the science behind it. I even love the business of sports. And we'll talk about that in a second. But Messer, I know you did some research on this guy. I want to know what you think about it.
Yeah, so basically Grant Cardone is supposed to be, you know, this self-made dude. Basically,
you said it with a little twang in your voice, saying Grant Cardone.
I know, that's how he says it.
That's how he says it?
No, yeah, seriously. So, he's from
Louisiana.
Okay, okay.
He went into drug rehab when he was 25.
Damn, okay. We know that story.
So got clean, I guess, and then went into sales a few years after that and kind of, I guess, became kind of this guru.
Right.
For sales and, you know, marketing and business and all that sort of stuff. And
right.
Currently he owns 4 companies. They do about $100 million a year in sales. And
yeah, and his last interview with Ty Lopez, I think he was doing like $200K a day or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't even done $200K a day in my dreams. Like that's not even something I can fathom. I mean, I'd want to, but my dreams can't even scale that.
Right.
Like if my dreams try to scale that, it might end up being a nightmare. And I end up falling down in an elevator or something like that. You ever have those dreams? Those elevators, something.
Where you like keep falling?
Yeah, you keep falling.
Yeah,
You're falling. And then you wake up and you piss all over yourself and it's just embarrassing.
Oh, I don't have that experience.
No, you never had that? You guys never pissed yourself? No?
No.
You're lying. You're lying. It's because we're live that you're lying.
Yeah, right.
All right, Crenshaw, what do you know about this? Or did you just come here to just be on the podcast?
Just came here to join in.
You son of a... Damn it, Pop. All right, well, do you even know who Grant Cardone is? I mean, you actually have one of his books. You actually have a lot of books. You don't read them. No, you stack them up to make it look sexy, but you don't read them. Well, I know, we called you out last time. But Crenshaw, listen, you're a pretty smart guy. By the way, his name is Timothy Brian, or is it Brian Timothy Crenshaw? Brian Timothy Crenshaw. We call him the most dangerous man in the room because he's the whitest guy in the room with the hardest name, Crenshaw. And we all know... on Crenshaw, any place that is Crenshaw, there's never anything good happening there.
Win!
Hopefully he can change your mind about that. But what do you know about Grant Cardone? Do you think he's a scam?
No.
Why?
Because I just think he's a genius. I mean, he's a complete animal in business and life. He goes hard with everything he does. I mean, the guy's almost, what, 60 years old?
Yeah, no, he's at least...
He's still going like he's
close.
He's getting
50,
close.
60, somewhere.
You hear that, Grant? You're getting close. You better hit those goals, baby. Because the only thing that's going to keep you up is that little blue pill.
Amore.
Subito. Oh damn.
Let's go. Let's go. So,
All right, Dan.
why do you look up to him, Crenshaw?
Like I said, I mean, he has probably the strongest work ethic in the country
Right.
right now.
Right.
He works harder than everyone. His book, 10X, he goes harder than everyone.
And we were talking about that earlier about his work ethic. I'm like, he's pushing 60. He's not even dyeing his hair. It's gray. He's got the salt and pepper. I mean, the girls are into that now. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to get my little gray
Daddy
going on. You
issues.
know, like,
You know what I mean?
the girls with
Yeah.
the daddy issues. Yeah. But that's why I need that salt and pepper, man. I'm about to go and dye my hair gray. Let's do this, Grant. We could be twins. But I don't think it's a scam. I think people think he's a scam because they can't fathom how he accumulated his wealth.
Mm-hmm.
But if any idiot can go online and just spend 1 hour and research, they can figure it out.
See, most people can't take vacations. They don't even enjoy themselves when they go on a vacation. You know why? See, this is the kind of things I tell people the truth about. Before the vacation, you're worried about the money. During the vacation, you're worried about the money. And freaking when you get home, you're worried about the money that you spent. That is not a vacation, okay? A vacation is going there, not worried about what you spend before you get there, not worried about what you spend when you get there, and definitely not worried about what you spend when you get home because you're planning your next vacation. See, some people just don't like the truth, okay?
Perfect.
The guy is pushing 60 and he's still working his ass off. Non-stop. Like, I would be like, yo, my goal is I wanted to have the option of retiring by 37. This guy's still going. Billionaire status, and keep it. Look, what drives you at that point to keep going? You won. Now I understand what people say to me when they see me in the gym and they look at me like, Rod, why are you still here? You beat the game. You could bench all that weight, you could squat all that weight, you could curl all that weight. You get the girls, you get everything, man. You won. Leave the gym, leave some of the weights to us mortals. I feel like this guy has bought out every damn apartment complex there is in the United States.
Mine!
But it motivates me, especially when I read that book 10X Rule. I feel I talked to you about 10X a little bit. What do you think that means to you, though?
I think 10X is just taking it to the next level. So anything that you do, just not being, being average or mediocre with it. You just gotta, think 10 times bigger in every single thing that you do in life. So I think that's the big rule for anything we have.
Right.
Perfect.
So let's talk about the scary word, the S word, and it's not sex, because that's not scary for anyone. I mean, look at that population control. There isn't any. The S word is sales. Now, Grant Cardone is known to be the sales guru, the sales master. Master, I know you've also been reading some sales books. We'll talk about that in a second. But at the same time, his forte is real estate.
Yeah.
It's just all about real estate. That's where his strength lies. So if his strength is real estate, and we think this guy is amazing at sales, then he must be crazy good at real estate. But where does sales start? Because I don't know, where does sales start in our lives? When do we start learning to sell? And when do we start being afraid to sell? That's a question for you guys.
I was just gonna say, is there more following?
I want to know.
Waiting for somebody.
When do we first start to learn sales in life? At what age? Or what social institution? And then when do we start to be afraid of sales?
Yeah, really, it's probably as soon as we start talking, honestly. Because basically, hey, mommy, I want a piece of freaking candy. Give me. And here, I promise, if you give me a piece of candy now, I'll still eat my dinner later. Right? That's sales.
Right.
That's sales, man.
Mom says no.
Yeah, mom says no.
Why? Deeper questioning.
Exactly.
Why?
Find that objection.
Why?
Right? It's I understand, mommy, but overcoming that objection, feel found.
Okay, so I just took a call. Okay, a guy I asked him for a referral because I went through my phone and I found a number. I'm like, let me call this guy and ask him. Hey man, do you want me to do well? Good. Do you want to see me be successful? Yes. Who do you know? So I'll fill my calendar up. You guys are not using the phone right. While I'm on the phone, I insist, let me see it now. I want the lead today. And then I turn it into a $1,500 sale. Come on, man. Who's got my money? It's so easy. There is so much money out there. But you got to drop the fear, raise the skills. All right, see my sales office? And you got to run, man. You got to be the tortoise, the hare, and the multimillionaire.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So.
And when do we become afraid of sales? When does that happen?
You
got to answer that? You got that? You got to answer that? When do we
let
become...
him finish his
No, no, I don't.
Hey, fill in. What do you?
No, go, Phil.
I always just take over the whole show. All right. So.
First of all, you want to learn how to take over that microphone. Every time I talk about this mic.
Danger. I just want it all like I'm out to eat the mic.
Finish
So, we become scared of sales when we kind of hit our adolescence and we really care what people really think of us. So, like, you know, when you gotta start selling the candy bars and all that stuff in school.
Right.
If you guys had to do that, I went to Catholic school, so that's better. All right. You can hear me really good now?
Yeah.
All right. So, when you're doing the candy sales, I mean, I feel like we care what people start to think. When we're like little kids, we're not as, you know, we don't really care about what other people think of us, and that's why you see little kids and they're just completely honest.
Right.
Like the most honest people in life are little kids
Hell yeah.
and old people.
Oh yeah.
They don't give a damn
Yeah.
at all about what you think.
That's true.
They're just gonna tell it like it is.
That's
So
true.
then over
Mommy,
time,
why that guy look so weird?
Exactly.
like over time when we become older and we hit like adolescence and all that stuff, then we start paying attention to what society tells us. We start paying attention to what we see on the movies and the TV screens and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw, like, you guys ever watched those teen movies in the 90s? Like, She's All That.
Phil, that's what you were watching 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I mean, I watch those constantly. I mean,
Okay.
shout
Yeah,
out.
okay.
You know,
Shout
movies,
out.
good movies, good
Shout
movies.
out.
Boom, She's All That. Plug. So you know how
Classic
we see like teenage movies. How many of us ever thought like these kids, these dudes on our girls in these movies look way older and bigger than me? Like I'm young looking and small. So then we start caring and we're like, oh, I don't look like this, or you know. So we just start, you know, judging ourselves based off of what we see, and then that's kind of where we start to get that negative connotation of rejection. You know, rejection comes with sales, so then rejection, you know, leads us to be scared of sales and negative connotations of the used car salesman.
Right.
You know,
the used car salesman. Watch out. He's gonna
shark.
He's gonna sell you some floor mats.
Right.
I mean, I think it actually starts when we were very young. We learn about sales and we learn to be afraid of sales. And I don't think they show Bugs Bunny that much. Do they still show that on what channel do they have that on?
Boomerang.
Okay.
Best channel,
Someone got excited.
TV.
Someone got
Best
excited about
channel.
Boomerang. But yeah, let me finish this point real quick. Do you remember in the cartoons when you see that that salesman, right? They're walking door to door and they knock on the door and the person opens the door and then they slam it. And they slam the door so hard that the salesman like goes into like a seizure and his hat freaking bounces off and then he's depressed and then the little storm cloud comes out and starts raining on him. That's when they taught you as a little kid that you're gonna be fucked if you do sales.
Yeah, I even had to take a second job as a door-to-door vacuum salesman. This thing can pick up anything. Here's a little demonstration. I'll pour some wine, rub in some feces, and to top it off, some mustard mixed with feces. Tough stain, right? Oh crap, I forgot the vacuum.
Go do something safe. Go be a doctor. Go be a lawyer. Go be an accountant. Go do all this safe stuff. And that's one thing Grant Cardone even talks about. It's like this whole fallacy of safety. Like, what the fuck is safety anyway? People come into my job and they're asking me for, hey, I want this position, but I'm looking for stability. Well, the question is, are you stable? The question is, are you someone that I can count on, right? I'm looking for upward mobility. Okay, but are you the type of person that's looking to grow every single day? I think instead of everyone pointing a finger at themselves, they're always looking to do this. They're always looking for a handout. And in this book, the 10x rule, it's just saying like you gotta go crazy. You gotta 10x it. Whatever your plan was, go 10 times the amount. I mean, the guy's not a scam, and I feel like people think it's a scam because once they try to attempt to do what he does, which is cool, right? They find out something cool doesn't happen, meaning you have to work hard. And once they see that hard work, guess what they do? They shy away from it. They go away from it and say, oh, this is a scam. What? We have to go door to door? It's a scam. What? We need to stand inside Walmart and sell? That's a scam. What? We have to go business to business and get rejected? That's a scam. No, the only scam was the lie that you guys were telling yourself this whole time. This whole time when you were looking for a job. This whole time when mom and daddy said you could be whatever you want to be, But really, they should have told you, no, you can't, because you can't get over yourself. And these books here help you get over yourself. Do we have the Be Obsessed to Be Average?
No, I don't have that one.
Okay, yeah, that one is amazing. Obsession. Like, no, I'm not motivated, I'm obsessed.
You have to be completely obsessed at a cellular level, like somebody, a junkie would a drug. I gotta have this drug, I gotta have this drug. But that's a negative obsession. And just because you have a drug addict or an alcoholic or a gambling addict or some guy that's got whatever his problem is, doesn't mean I couldn't have obsessions that are healthy. And I think that we've taken this one word and like, okay, you know, all obsessions are bad. Well, no, they're not. I'm obsessed with me and my wife having a life where we are actually treated special, even though that's not politically correct to say. Most people are like, I don't want to be treated special, because you gave up on being treated special. I want to be treated special. I want the cop to pull me over and say, oh man, it's you, man. Okay, bro, slow it down a little bit. See, I like that. Now, maybe I'm the only guy admitting that. I'm obsessed with creating a phenomenal life, because I believe this. If you're not obsessed with a phenomenal life, you end up with the other kind of life.
But that's an obsession. And the reason why is, like, when you're obsessed with something, you don't really care about the obstacles, right? Like, Crenshaw, what's something that you're obsessed with? I know you just recently found females, but I mean, apart from that.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, good.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z. You will stop everything. You will stop everything to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Probably.
Right? I mean, we were both going to the gym the other day, and Dragon Ball Z came on, and you were watching it. I called Marcus. I said, hey, I need at least 15 minutes. I also wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z. Master, what are you obsessed with? I mean, you came from a different social institution. Yeah. You came from the military. I don't know if you guys become obsessed or they just beat you with bricks, and then you understand.
Yeah, they just kind of beat you over the head, pretty much.
Yeah, but, enough times. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, really for me, like, my obsession is just, you know, what's the next step? Mm-hmm. You know, what's the next step? What's the next step? Where do I go from here? Right. I'm always like, I'm planning everything. Like,
so you're obsessed with yourself? You're obsessed with your growth? What is it that you're obsessed with?
Just yeah, I mean, the plan. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
what's the plan?
Right. What's the plan? What's going on? So you just the future.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm obsessed with the perfect life. I mean, I work out because I want to be the ultimate person. I want to be healthy. Mm-hmm. I want to have a healthy wife, healthy life. I want like 3 kids minimum. Shit, give me 10. I talk about it. Give me 10 kids. Can you handle that? I don't know. We might need a stunt double.
Your mommy and daddy don't know how to help you. The teachers at your schools or colleges, including Harvard and Cornell, there's not one course on how to get rich. Not one course on how to get super rich in any college in America, okay? The collegiate system in our country and the high school system is freaking ridiculous. It's a total, I did it. I have a college degree. I'm telling people, do not waste a dime on college. More importantly, don't waste your time, okay? So what are you gonna do? The whole thing about sales and marketing and entrepreneurship. We live in a different age today than your mommy and daddy grew up in.